The girl was dragged into the bushes by a man who assaulted her. Nearby, she could hear her mother's frantic voice calling out for her. But instead of being scared, the man grew even more excited. He told her that maybe he should satisfy her mother too, just like he was doing to her. Desperate to protect her mom, the girl grabbed a rock and struck the man hard. She hit him over and over, at least a dozen times, finally getting some revenge. The girl's name was Jenny. In the interrogation room, she recounted everything that had happened, but the law didn't consider killing as justifiable self-defense in any circumstance. Jenny, however, said that as long as her mother wasn't hurt, she didn't care about anything else. Since there was no physical evidence to prove the assault, Jenny was ultimately sentenced to 5 years in prison. But when the verdict was announced, her mother, sitting in the courtroom, didn't react at all. She was hearing impaired and hadn't understood what was said. It wasn't until someone typed the news on a phone screen and showed it to her that she realized what had happened. Her reaction was heartbreaking. She broke down in agonized screams, crawling to the judge's bench and begging for mercy for her daughter. She refused to accept the reality and clung tightly to Jenny. But the cold steel doors of the prison would soon separate the mother and daughter for good. When Jenny was taken to her cell, the other inmates were curious about the newcomer. Some even tried to assert dominance, demanding to know her name, what she did, and how long her sentence was. The constant pressure had already worn Jenny down until one inmate stepped in and diffused the situation for her.
나중에 듣고 쉬어야겠다. 쟤 쓰러지겠네.
That night, Jenny cried silently under her blanket. The inmate who slept beside her noticed and asked the big sister in the cell to say a prayer for her. The kindness didn't stop there. That same cellmate bought Jenny some basic supplies, and the other inmates all looked after her. They shared their snacks and anything good they had with the fragile new girl. But on her first day of prison work, Jenny was scolded by a guard for being too slow. The guard reminded her that 2037 was now her name. At first, Jenny didn't know how to do anything and just observed. She picked things up quickly, and even though the work was exhausting, she never once complained, until one day she suddenly broke down.
진짜 제발 조용히 좀 해주세요.